Hello, I'm Schnaps with my friends here, Nathan, Brendan, and Anthony.
That's my name.
And today, we are going to review Ready Player One.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie, alright. First of all, let's start with our scores. What would you guys give it out of 10? I'd say like a 6 or a 7.
7.5.
I would also give it a 7.
I'm going with a solid 7.0.
It had its, well, it being general first, it had its ups and downs, definitely. Like, highs were highs and lows were low. There were definitely parts where I turned to Brain next to me, kind of rolled my eyes a little bit. Or, like, turned to Brain next to me and was like, that was awesome. Thoughts on that?
As a Spielberg movie, it definitely wasn't an exceptional Spielberg movie, but it was fairly average. It wasn't one of the worst things he's ever done.
Compared to his other titles, yeah, I agree. It was lackluster compared to his other films, but like, definitely, I wouldn't put it with his best, but I would not put it with his worst.
No, it's in the middle.
It was already based off a novel that was not very well received. It was received like with like mixed reviews, so it's like they only had so much off to work with though.
I felt it went a little too fast, honestly.
Could have been longer. The movie could have been a little longer.
It was already 2 hours and 20 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
So if they did make it longer, it would probably reach the 3-hour mark, but it definitely could have used that.
It could have held my attention for that long. It would have held my attention. I had to get up to go get a drink refill about halfway through it, and I was like concerned the whole time I was going to miss something. And then Braden missed a tiny little bit where it revealed a couple certain. We're not going to put spoilers, but it revealed a couple certain characters.
So about the plot line of the movie is based in a VR video game, essentially, in the near future. About, what is it, the 2070s?
It's 2040s.
I think it's 20.
It's 2070s.
Oh.
It's the 2070s, and there's a VR game.
Whoa, wait. Well, he was born in
2025.
It was like, yeah, somewhere around. No, 2027.
Going back to my point, the movie revolves around Easter eggs in a virtual reality video game sometime in the near future. With it being centered around Easter eggs, the movie does have many Easter eggs of its own, including references to many popular video games and pop culture icons of the 80s.
The movie was very centered on the emphasis of like making pop culture like really cool, and it does a really good job of that. You got you see your Overwatch there, you got your Halo in there. There's this really cool scene with a really good Stephen King movie that I'm not going to spoil. It was probably my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, I have to agree that was a good part.
It was probably my favorite part.
Really
It was
good.
probably the best, most well done part of the movie.
You got Godzilla, you got King Kong, you got the freaking Iron Giant.
Yeah.
You also got, like, Chucky and...
There's the Lancer from
Gears of War.
Yeah.
That gets shot out of her hand like immediately. I was really hoping she'd get the chainsaw money with that, like
I know.
Marcus Phoenix. That'd be really nice.
References to Star Wars, old Atari 80s games.
Voltron.
Really, throughout any part of the movie, if you look in the background, you can find some sort of Easter egg that the movie is referencing to something else.
It's definitely a movie I would watch for the second time. I would watch it for a second time, like literally just for visuals. The movie was a visual treat. It's one of the reasons I scored a little higher than it deserves. Is it's like visually, the movie was stunning, in my opinion.
We saw it in 3D. It's the first time in a long time I've actually seen a 3D movie. I felt it handled it decently, but
We also watched it in 4K GDX.
Yes.
I kind of forgot that I was in
The GDX experience.
Honestly, I thought the 3D thing was a little disorienting.
Yeah, you don't really need to see it in 3D to get the
Yeah.
full experience. You can easily get it on a 2D normal theater screen.
2D, you'd be less disoriented.
Yeah.
The best way to watch the movie is either in an IMAX or GDX or
Yeah.
EMAX for you imagine folks.
Big screen is better for this movie for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of visuals that, like, if you blink, you would miss it.
Being able to see it in 4K was the best experience. I have to fix.
Yeah. Now, the soundtrack of the movie, it's pretty good.
There is a scene in a club where the two characters start dancing, and it plays when it played "Staying Alive." I just wanted to like dance with it too because it was just that scene was so well done.
My favorite song was Toto, or Africa by Toto.
Totally by Africa.
Yeah, we listened to that on the car ride home.
Beautiful song. That's our second sponsor.
Top notch.
What other songs were in the movie? There was references to Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had the costume.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
In terms of songs, there was another song. It's I forget the name. At the big battle. It's like we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
I don't recall it.
We're not gonna take
I don't know what it is.
But
anymore.
I was more focused on during the battle scene, and it goes back to what I said earlier with all like the visual aspects and the pop culture references. I was so focused on like looking for characters I recognized in the crowd that I never actually like paid attention to what was like going on plot wise or like the auditory aspect of it. I was I haven't watched the movie in a while where I've been so focused on just looking at stuff in the background, and sometimes that's a bad thing. But like this movie focused on that, so I think it gets a pass for that, because that was one of the marketing aspects for this movie was, hey, we're putting all these pop culture references in. It's pretty cool. You should check it out.
The world of Ready Player One looks like something that realistically could be applicated in the real world. It's basically a virtual reality, like World of Warcraft style thing. The only aspect is that when you die in the game, you lose everything and you have to start all over. So you got a little bit of Dark Souls aspect to it.
Very much Dark Souls, except minus the bonfires and the demons and the...
It's basically VR chat.
Someone running up behind me and hitting me in the back of the head with a hammer, and I lose all my souls that I collected in the last 2 hours. This isn't a video about Dark Souls, though. We can talk about Dark Souls another day.
VR chat, the movie.
Yeah. And since it does take in place in a virtual reality world, their avatar is not going to resemble what they look like in the real world. So they can come up with all these
and
crazy
the movie
designs.
touched on that greatly with
We're not going to give any spoilers for that, are we?
with there is a relationship in the movie, and the trailers allude you to that, and there's a great message sent with that, and I think that was one of the primary points of the movie, was the movie will send this point to you, and you'll understand what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. I felt like the romance wasn't bad, but like I still could have gone without it.
Yeah.
It was just there to move the characters along.
So if you have any comments, be sure to leave them in the comment box below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily Schnapps content.
Click here to hit the bell and get notifications.
Hit the bell and get notifications.
I can't
not going to monetize this.
Whatever this is called. Well, I can, but I haven't tried it yet. But make sure you subscribe, press the bell icon, and leave a like, and share with your friends. And so that's about it.
And you'll get more
Bye.
reviews from us.